Welcome again. I'm Gerolf, and this here is Vandil, and we're the Owl Basket. And we've been playing through some games in 2021, and we thought we'd talk about some of them. And today's game is To the Moon.
Is it a crypto trading game?
No, but I sort of wish it was, or actually, not a crypto trading game, but I've been like hoping to get a stock trading game for a long time, and I remember actually being pretty disappointed because a long time ago, back when Nintendo DS was a thing, I think there was supposed to be like a Phoenix Wright type of stock trading game, but that apparently never happened, so I'm sad. So the only stock trading game I actually have is, it's on 3DS, and it's like one of those Mi Plaza games.
So what does this have to do with our current game?
Uh,
Or was this a tangent?
yeah, that was a tangent.
Okay,
Yeah, so
to the game.
I'm just really hoping for a stock trading game. Please, somebody make one. Okay, so To the Moon. So we don't actually have anything physical here because this is one of the games. I think there is a physical version of it at some point, but I didn't buy it because I already have it digital, and it's not that dear to me. Obviously, we do have a bunch of physical versions now of games that I originally bought digitally, but that's just because I really like those games, so I wanted to have physical versions of them. But so To the Moon is first of all, the whole reason why I have this game is because a long time ago I bought a bunch of Humble Bundles. You know Humble Bundles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a website that basically sells you a bunch of games, and you can pay more or less whatever you want. But I think they have a little catch in that, it's like, you can pay anything to get these games, but if you pay $5, then you get these two extra. If you pay $10, then you get these two extra games. So I remember buying a bunch of those like 7 or plus years ago, a long time ago. And so To the Moon was in one of them. And I don't remember why, but at some point I picked this from, all the other games that I had in there and tried it out. And it turned out to be kind of nice. Like nothing mind-shattering, nothing that I would like to have like a physical copy of or anything. But it was okay. So basically this is like, like a visual novel game, except that it's in like RPG style. So in a visually RPG style. So usually if you're playing a visual novel, you just have the screen and you probably see some character up close, and there's this text box in the bottom, and you're just pressing space bar or clicking your mouse button, and the text goes and goes and goes. But so this is like old Final Fantasy 1 to 6 style graphics, so you're actually controlling a character and walking around and talking to people. But yeah, that's basically the visual style of the game. And although it's like that, there's no combat in it or anything, and it's very linear. I guess that's like one of my gripes with this game, is that because it's so linear, why not just make it a visual novel? Why not just have it be like text boxes that you scroll through? Because I'm very big on exploration usually, so I tried walking around all the areas to see if there was something, like if I'm missing something or if there's something extra that I could find, and I don't think there was anything. I mean, some of the areas are, well, I wouldn't say quite big, but like somewhat big, and you could walk to the end of some area, and I was like, I went there and I checked all the places, and there was nothing extra there, so that was a bit of a disappointment. But basically, the story of the game, or the premise of the game, is that there's this corporation, and their business idea is that sort of when you're on your last breath, so to speak, when you're about to die, then this corporation comes and they put you in a device and they let you sort of experience your life in any way that you want. And it's just, happening in inside your mind, so it's not like they change the reality, they just change your memories. So they access your memories and they see what's in there, and they sort of rearrange it and make changes so that you can sort of experience your life the way you wanted to live it. If you have like regrets within your life. And I guess the main character or the person that they're doing this for in this game is that I don't remember the exact reason, but probably it was something like he wanted to go to space, or he wanted to see the moon, or something like that. That's where the game gets its name, and that's what the corporation's like two representatives are there to do. They're trying to rearrange his memories so that he'll get to experience that. And I remember that I thought this story was like I don't remember much about like the start or the middle part. I think the ending was pretty touching. So if you're looking for like a shorter visual novel that's pixelated graphics, and you want to be like experience a touching story, then I think this is a very good place to go.
Yeah. Is it a short? How short it is?
I don't remember exactly, but I think I played it through in like one evening.
Yeah.
So it's a couple of hours at most.
Yeah,
I think.
sounds like kind of a good experience game for your evening.
Yes, and I actually later found out that this is a series of games. So there's like I think the games are with different names. So it's probably not like To the Moon 2 and To the Moon 3. I think they had different names, but they're like unofficially like To the Moon 2 and To the Moon 3. And the game came with like a bunch of mini episodes. I think there was 2. And those mini episodes sort of like showed off that there's more to the story. The story continues later on.
Is it with the same character, or has it something to do with the premise? It sounded very interesting, and you could make many games just from that premise of making your dreams come true at the very end. So was it like that?
I haven't actually played the second or the third game, so I don't actually know how it continues, but the mini episodes did continue with like the representatives of the corporation. So it does seem like that's what they're going for.
Okay.
And one thing that I just suddenly remembered was that so after each memory, I think you needed to like collect items in the memory, within the memory, and there's some sort of mini game. I can't for the life of me remember what kind of like mini game it was, but there was some kind of mini game at the end of every memory. I don't think it was too hard though, something like a simple math equation but aside from that, it's very linear.
I haven't even seen any screenshots of the game or anything. You already described the visual graphics part of the game, and you said it's a visual novel and you walk around. That sounds like an RPG Maker game. Was it made with some
that's actually a good point, because I need to check to make sure, but I don't think it was an RPG Maker game. Because like RPG Maker games have like there's somewhat clear limitations that basically you can notice that it's an RPG Maker game. Like your characters can only walk like how do you say it, like up or down, left or right. They can't move like in all 8 directions.
Yeah, the diagonal directions.
Yeah, they can move diagonally. So I need to check it out to make sure, but I have this vague feeling that you could move around in a way that it's probably made with some other game engine.
Okay. Was it on PC then?
Yeah, I was playing on PC.
Yeah.
But I think I mentioned that there's a physical version, and I think that was made also, at least for the Switch. Can't remember if it was also for PlayStation 4 and other consoles, but at least for Switch, I think.
Yeah. But I have to say, when you explained the premise of the game, I immediately saw a person coming up with this and then saying, we should make a game about it. It really sounded like something you would make a game about. And I really hope they will explore more of that same premise, because you could make multiple games from the same and maybe multiple different genres. The premise could be the same, but you could make an Assassin's Creed kind of game or Honest to Good visual novel or anything with that. Just the same premise, but make different games out of it.
Yeah, and well, another like regret I have with this game is that, like as I said multiple times now, it's very linear, but there's like I could see like a possibility with this game that you could sort of play it, and if you get like a high enough score, then you get the best ending or something like that. So there's like a missed opportunity, I think, like making it non-linear, making it like actually count with the things that you collect or the things that you do, and putting like memories in correct order and stuff like that.
Yeah, you would think that it's a visual novel, that you have at least some 3 endings, bad and neutral, and or at least the 2 bad and good endings.
Yeah.
But there was none. I take it.
At least I don't think so, because once again I can't remember what the mini games were at the end of each memory, but I'd imagine like I think they had some sort of like a timer or something going down there. So I think theoretically, I guess you could like do bad at them or fail them or something, but it didn't feel like I could like fail at them so hard that I would change anything in the story. But I think I'll have to Google and see if there's actually a bad ending to the game or not. But like playing it for the first time, it didn't feel like there would be one.
All right. It really sounds like it's I don't know if only one person made the game or small team or anything, but really sounds like their first game that really could be expanded upon in next games.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was their first game or not, but definitely it was a small team, or at least like 1 or 2 people. So that much I do remember, that it wasn't all that many people working with it, and for that I think like it was a pretty like nice experience.
Yeah, we should make a video someday. We've been talking about this, how we wish that especially indie game makers should just make this very nice gameplay loop and stick with it and make many games and refine it from game to game. And this sounds like an example of that. They have something in there, and if they just have the willpower to do more. And it sounds like there's the two more, some kind of unofficial sequels or something. So maybe they expand on the ideas they probably had and didn't have time to put in the first one.
Yeah,
or anything.
I think I really should have, like, I don't know if I really want to play the next games, but at least have a look at them if like they did improve on anything, or are they just using the exactly same formula and the same engine and just telling more story. But one thing I wanted to clarify is that even though there are sequels, I thought that this game works really well on its own. So it didn't feel like, oh, I didn't like get to see everything, or it didn't stop like abruptly or feel like, oh, I need to play the next game to know more or anything.
Yeah.
It really felt like a, honest to good couple of hours of story from start to end, and I think it had a satisfying ending.
So nothing mind-blowing, but nothing bad either.
Yeah, it's a fun little game.
Yeah.
I guess that was our review of To the Moon. Like as I mentioned, there was the mini episodes, and I don't remember if they like always come with the game or if you have to buy them separately. But anyway, I thought they were kind of neat too, in that they were like hinting at something a little bit bigger and more sinister. So it was pretty interesting as well.
To the Moon was the game.
To the Moon. Yeah. Bye.
Hi. Bye.